Did you know there's a hidden cost of being everyone's solution? Right now, you're operating under a dangerous assumption that saying yes to everything makes you a better leader. You stay late to finish that project because your team needs you. You take calls during family dinner because your boss expects immediate responses. You spend weekends catching up because there's simply no other time. Meanwhile, you haven't had an uninterrupted meal with your family in months. The guilt eats at you both ways. When you're at work, you feel guilty about not being there for your aging parents, your children, your spouse, or a girls' night out. And when you're with your family, you feel guilty about the mounting work responsibilities. And underneath it all is the fear. If you start saying no, won't everyone realize you can't handle it all? What if your greatest leadership weakness is actually your inability to say no? Here's what 3 years of juggling teams, projects, executive boards, ministries, marriage, motherhood, and aging parents taught me. The most respected leaders aren't the ones who say yes to everything. They're the ones who make strategic decisions about resource allocation. And the most important resource you're managing, it's you. When you operate from constant depletion, your work quality suffers, even if you won't admit it. Your team doesn't develop because you handle everything. Your family gets your exhausted leftovers, and your health deteriorates from chronic stress. But when you manage your capacity strategically, you deliver higher quality work with better focus. Your team steps up and grows professionally, and your family gets your present, engaged attention. You model sustainable leadership that others respect. The permission protocol, your 7-day proof that boundaries work. This isn't another generic boundary setting guide that makes you feel guilty for having limits. The permission protocol is a strategic leadership framework designed specifically for overwhelmed mid-level managers who can't just opt out of their responsibilities. In the next 7 days, you'll establish one non-negotiable boundary that protects your most important priority. Prove to yourself that choosing your needs doesn't make everything fall apart. You'll transform how others see you from overwhelmed to strategic, and you'll reclaim specific time for family, rest, or personal priorities. You'll build confidence that sustainable leadership is possible. Why this works when other approaches fail? Most boundary advice treats you like you're weak for being overwhelmed. That's not your problem. You're overwhelmed because you're competent, and competent people get asked to do everything. The permission protocol works because it reframes boundaries as strategic thinking, not personal weakness. It provides professional scripts that maintain relationships while protecting capacity. It creates quick proof that this approach actually improves your effectiveness. Builds on skills you already have instead of requiring personality changes. You need this if you eat lunch at your desk while coordinating parent conferences between meetings. Your family has stopped expecting you for dinner because work always wins. You feel guilty constantly but you just can't see a way to change things. You're competent at everything except protecting your own time. You've tried setting boundaries before, but couldn't make them stick. You're exhausted, but worried that slowing down means failing. Grab the permission to protocol today.